in Cordova, I think there's a lot of support for people just deciding you can do something. Oh yeah, you want to start an oyster farm? Yeah, sure. To me, it was like, oh, this is a crazy idea. And, it's all possible. I think Alaska breeds a really special type of supporting community that really helps people to be successful. We develop friendships that, we can share the good times and the beauty of being in this place and be here to share when times get rough. Hello, Alaska Marine Response. Oh, yes. Yes, yeah, we can do that. Cordova is a remote community tucked into the mountains of Prince William Sound, and we were a fishing family, and we had an outdoor outfitting and touring company, and we evolved from that into the marine response. My husband, Andy, has a knack for looking at really difficult situations and saying, oh, I think I see how this can be done.
One time we were chartered to go out to a particular wreck with an insurance guy, and I opened my big mouth and said I could do that, and he took me up on it.
So after that, we started getting more calls to respond to marine incidents, and we realized we needed to get a tugboat, and that is when we got the Oswald Foss. So the Oswald Foss became our base camp for commercial fishing. We'd go across to the western side of Prince William Sound to Gillnet, and on closures, our radio partners would tie up with us and fix broken things, and their kids would get to come on board and play with our kids and go to the beach, share a meal, and everybody could be together. It was a really special time for us. Initially, we would fish until pretty much the 4th of July, and then Alaska Marine Response just kept growing.
A lot of times the plane that brought in the rest of the salvage crew would take out Seawan and the kids.
Yeah.
So we'd go and stabilize the wreck while the kids were on board.
And it was like, okay, now we can't also be fishing because both of those seasons overlap. But selling out of gill netting meant that the kids and I were no longer going to be working on the water. Growing up in Juneau, I was always tide pooling and going out fishing, and that really stayed with me as I went off to college and became a biologist. I felt really drawn to coming back to coastal Alaska, and that's what brought me to Cordova, working as a biologist here. I had been learning about oyster farming, and it seemed intriguing, and it was a way of getting the kids and I to be working on the water, but I knew nothing about oyster farming or any kind of farming. Oyster farmers are biologists, marketers, engineers, contractors, marine boat operators, staff managers, and sometimes seen as ornery. But, they are really a community sharing their hard-earned lessons so that other people can join this wild mission of supplying local, fresh seafood to their communities. And food security is really important for small communities. Everything is transported here, and if the boat or the airplane doesn't arrive, then, we don't have eggs or milk or broccoli. I put the first seed on the farm in 2019, and I sold the first oysters the summer of 2021. I have really enjoyed getting to know Cordova through its stomach. And Cordova eats a lot of seafood. And I did not fully understand or appreciate this until I started selling oysters.
We have oyster eaters, so we're going to come find you. Maybe we could have a chat.
People track you down and they say, oh, when are you going to have oysters again? Oh, hey, I missed it. When? Okay, I need this many. And
Put me on the list for the return.
it's a good thing. It feels good to be providing food for people's families. If this endeavor has taught me anything, it's that it's really important for me to try things and to fail. I can learn, and if I surround myself with the right people, I will be successful. And here in Cordova, we have some really great company.